There are disappearances that defy all logic, and others that simply erase hundreds of men from history as if they never existed at all. Today, you're going to learn about the strangest case of World War I, an episode the military tried to hide for decades, and one that no one has been able to explain to this day. The story begins on August 21st, 1915, on the Gallipoli Peninsula. The sun was high, but an unusual mist began rising over the nearby hills. It was thick, heavy, and it moved as if it had a will of its own. The Norfolk Regiment, made up of more than 260 soldiers, was ordered to advance into that terrain. Witnesses said the mist looked alive, as if it slid against the wind and wrapped itself around everything it touched. Even so, the men marched forward. That's when something absolutely impossible happened. As they moved up the hillside, the soldiers began disappearing into the mist, first a few at a time, and then all at once. From a distance, observers watched the men enter the fog and never come out the other side. No sound, no struggle, no gunfire. They simply vanished into the air. Minutes later, the mist lifted, rose slowly into the sky, and dissolved, as if it had finished its work. When the army finally took the area days later, the bodies were not there. There was no blood, no signs of battle. It was as if hundreds of men had been erased from existence. For months, nothing was found. The British government tried to close the case as unidentified casualties, but some officers in classified reports wrote a phrase that stayed hidden for decades. The troops entered the cloud, and the cloud took the troops. It was only in 1918, 3 years later, that human remains began to surface in the region. But something was wrong. The skeletons were scattered in positions that completely contradicted the place where the soldiers had last been seen. It seemed impossible that they had died there, and worse, less than half were found. The other half have never been recovered. The theories range from military mistakes to far stranger explanations: unknown atmospheric interference, secret weapons, collective hallucinations, and even reports dismissed by academia of solid clouds or unidentified aerial phenomena. But the truth is simple and disturbing. No explanation fits all the facts. More than 260 men disappeared in broad daylight right in front of witnesses, and the world never learned what really happened inside that mysterious fog. If you made it this far, comment "mysterious cloud" and subscribe to Inusitary, because in the next video, we're exploring another case where history fails to explain itself.